okay, after the fact that I considering to essentially manage and merge the clips, the video together of my reflections and discussions. So I will doing this discussion in one video, like spread it into part, and like essentially, if like it's depends on my feeling, if I bored, if I talk about one anime and I bored, then I cut part into part 3 or 4 or so. And like if I bored in the middle of one anime, and then like maybe I'm cut it if it's too long. But today, the anime that I will say is these two. I will not probably choose hero, but no, or Kaguya-sama. So Gaikutsuki Shizama first. Okay, so I marked yellow for the anime that I already watched. So this anime is kinda good, I would say. In the episode 2 of Gaikutsuki Shizama, or Skeleton, is quite, which you could watch my reflection is discussing in part 1, but basically you could watch in missions. But basically this anime in this episode 2, it is about really heartwarming, go to defeat this episode 2 to defeat this monstrous creature. Holy god, the animation of Skeleton is really good and pictures, and like it's not that perspective shift, or it's not that kind of foreshortening, too much foreshortening, but it's not that charged. But the animation, the movement of Basilis, as you could see, is really solid. Yeah, let me see here. It's really solid when it hits the, like, when it hits, like, see, when it hits, yeah, the knights, the main protagonist, which, like, the animation is great, and these kind of animals shit. This part is like kind of heartwarming. You find this new animal stuff. You find this new pet. You find you're doing small quests for a girl who's getting hurt. Essentially, this part is just like our knights found the quest of finding the herb, and he did the quest and fighting the boss, which animation is so slow. But the story is just what interesting about it is just, if you playing the game of like RPG or something, you know this feeling of like parry, of like using the skills of like fighting, analyzing the opponent, that this is hard for mid player, or this is hard for high rank player. There will be NPC, there will be using the skill parry, blocking, fighting, and it's not, and I'd say that it is not that. I love how it is not that easy to defeating the monster, and there is a lot of, and basically it's like it is just a quest, but it's a little heartwarming to see this loli to talking with Kishisama all night, and essentially talking with him, and like she has this backstory of her dad died, and she needs to help her mom. But basically this episode is just quest of JRPG game, but it's a little more depth and interesting stuff that happening. And at first I think this anime is kind of bland, but this episode is kind of cute. Like, it's sort of like stuff that is like finding the quest. There's his mom worried, like everything is kind of perfect, and there's Knights who's kind of find our main protagonist's identity, because our main protagonist is keeping the low profiles. So finish episode 2 of the anime Gaikutsu-sama, or Maid-sama shit, Skeleton Isekai. And the score that I will give you, I will not give the score of like not the score, but I will not give the score of the mathematic or number score anime, because it's kinda, because I don't want it to be too practical subjective, because anime has more of a thing to consider than those score. So the score I will give it is good, like from low. What do you see? Okay, from low to high. You see this lowest, from lowest one. This it from lowest one to highest. Like you can see it, and so I would give this score as good. It's above average. Everything about this anime is kinda it's really formulaic and safe, and like good game quest, very straightforward, but there's kinda interesting stuff, kinda interesting depth to questing this outside story of Knights or something, of Knight finding out the identity. There's kind of not a lot of plot in it too, so it's not that bad. I give it good, but not that amazing, because of the fact that it is so formulaic and too safe for me to give anything else above that. And another anime that I did today probably is Spy X Family. So I have turned on my Netflix. This anime is available on Netflix, or even available on YouTube, I'd say. So this anime on Bilibili, I got it wrong, but so this anime in episode 2 is, oh my gosh, I really love this anime. This drama of, you know, Yor, who is got disdained by her acquaintance, her co-worker, but that is Floyd, who, you know, essentially work as a spy to help her. And really great last part of like using the grenades to, you know, as a ring. Like the last part that I see, using the grenades as a ring, is really cool. Like, we are spy, we, like, even if you're not normal, we still want, like, what is normal anyway, but there's no normal, but we are spy, but we still could live, we still could having this kind of, you know, normal life too. So man, here in your slowly fall for Lloyd, I think. So slowly fall for Lloyd or Twilight. I would say Lloyd is no more normal. But with that said, a lot of the drama, a lot of the conflict is about the spy, about the assassin, like our man here in Yor is assassin, about the work that these two did. We have like it's about the love that is weird, is could not, is like it's a dream. It's hard to come true, but it is true anyway. This is the fake story of fake family of these three. What has everyone has the secret to protect it and create family on that on accounts, and at last being together in the at last love each other to being a real family as opposed to fake family at first. Everyone in this family fake, yes, but our feeling is true. That's what I think this anime is trying to say at at last. But the art style is so is beautiful, is wonderful. It's easy to see, easy to understand, easy to visually engage for the casual audience that is a person that is not really like the scary or more mature anime, like and a lot of them is despite as spy stuff that Lloyd did, that is assassin work. Every bit of animation, every bit of these guys are not normal needs to clean the dress in order to from the killing, and she got this. Then she herself has this brother, so she need to help her brother. We still doesn't know if I think the story will explain later why these three are what they did. But basically Yor is the most misery. She just got trained to be an assassin. There's dark backstory, a lot of things to think about. Lloyd is a spy because he is homeless before and got trained by agents, I think. And Anya got experiment by these people in the science. Basically these people are experimenting on Anya to essentially make her to the war. It's so dark, and that backstory is about war, is about fighting, but the thing that it's portrayed is kind of wholesome. The message that they say is really wholesome. Anya making the fake family of Anya, and the fate meeting of fate. We finally meet together, and everything is kind of wholesome. How the story introduces our main heroine and Lloyd, and he is, and Lloyd is kind of dedicated to much to Yor, much to everything else. He is not that he's not that great or anything. He is a good person. He's just want pieces. Yor is not that bad person either. She is just odd, basically your kudere, and he's kind of weird. I think I think she is low-key Utaha from Where's Your Born Girlfriend or Saikanu. But anyway, I think it's so wholesome. Like, it's raised my emotion while watching these scenes of. I find this, you know, that Lloyd protect your, like, it's wholesome. Like, a lot of rom-com in this anime is like, this is probably the best rom-com anime. Fighting with Aharen Sang, fighting this is number one along with Aharen Sang. These two I can't decide which is the best, but number two is probably the lover that is Shane exchange home before that their birth, like Lover Coco or something. I don't remember, but like, basically it's so wholesome. It's so it's so like raised my emotion. Like, I just smile, I just cry with this anime. Drama is to the point of, like, no, unnecessary pulling more emotion than necessary, because of the fact that this anime just not drag the drama on. It just go on and go on, and like, I just don't want to say it's great. This anime, everything, like, as you can like, she is a bit idiot, as I say, not idiot, but a bit out of this world, as Lloyd, who is kind of intelligent, but also kind of not thinking, kind of make too much theory, like, and like, kind of thinking too much, as opposed to she's not thinking, as opposed to Anya, who is like, kind of wholesome, kind of thing, unnecessary thing, and like, these two are opposite each other, but Anya is helping these two, like it's like a relationship of these kind of wholesome, kind of weird people, and it's good. Like, it's pulling my emotion, like, as opposed as all the romance in this season can't, like, pulling my emotion as good as this anime. So the score of this anime in this episode, Spy X Family episode 2, I will give it, I'd say that it's really good rom-com, pulling my emotion really good, as opposed to that backstory. The thing that it's trying to say is really wholesome. I love this anime so much. The drama is good. Comedy in this anime. I'd say that. I think it's great on terms of spy and stuff, but like, it's kind of over the top, but it's intentional. So, like, the joke of your don't understand thing and stuff, I don't see it as annoying right now. I see it as good. I see it as really kind of funny, kind of like, kind of wholesome shit. Like, she's like, as opposed to, dirty, stupid, mad like I am, who think dirty all the time. This anime really clean my mind. So, give the score outstanding. Outstanding in everything. Art is not that kind of it's like, it should be this way, because it's solid. It's not that, it's kind of over the top on the part of the explosion or something. It's over the top in the part that it should do. But like, every part is solid. Every part is really good on its own terms. and the story drama is like the best in the episode 2 of all the anime. I don't know about Kaguya-sama because I don't watch it. I don't know about Majikado Masoku, but the drama of all the new anime, this is the best drama in the rom-com genre that I have seen in years and years. It's about like Yor having this, like with his brother, she got this den on everything, but it's kind of generic, right? But like but portraying the terms of spy, Lloyd have this like wanted to help, like what it's about misunderstanding. It's about Anya it's about fate meeting, just meeting once in like coincidence in the shop, but it's a fate. It's a love that it's a love that is coincident, but it's love that is fake in behind the curtain, but the feeling, but it's like it is the fake family, yes, but the love, the feeling, everything is true. The message that I see from this anime, it's generic, but it's really good on everything, on the spy's term that Lloyd need to do spy work, come late, and love that is about the work of the spy assassin and this abnormal stuff, and everything is good. Everything is it's the process of it, the plot is generic, but the process of it is great. So outstanding. And Tate no yuusha Minigatari next one. So Tate no yuusha, right? Tate no yuusha, I say, in this episode of Tate no yuusha, I'd say it's kind of generic. As like I wanted it to be edgy. I wanted it to be like the first episode of the series. That is edgy stuff. That is really interesting stuff going on. But the Shoe Hero, I don't see any of that. The Shoe Hero in episode 1 of the show in the season 2 that is like drama of like raw career development that still doesn't go on. There's this Rishia, right? Rishia is just like that is just a craze. There's nothing. Like I wanted Shoe Hero to be like season 1 episode, first few episode where there's AG stuff going on. There's like I will curse everyone. Now for me say like I will curse everyone. I will destroy every part, everyone that essentially pays me, essentially making me like this. But no Fumi season 2, I know that he's just developed. He's just like know that everyone is just she's just finding companions. He's just not edgy anymore. But the core of what make Shoe Hero interesting is that it's crazy. It's a crazy story. It's a story about not an underdog. It's about the story of a person who is just as a person who is the lowest, going to be more of a better person, and it's now ending. That's the point. It's now already ended in the first season, and he is now a better person. He is now not that person that essentially he's not that edgy person anymore. He is not that person who's bad anymore. So what the story of the superhero being next is just like it's just equal to like it's just equal to Skeleton Isekai. It's just, you know, if if I say it's not as interesting as that anime Skeleton Isekai anime, like this story of this Rishi, and there's the story of a people who of heroes who just like in the season 1 who is a person that killing that hating each other, and the season 2 they're still not developed, which I don't know why. And there's no Fumi who's helping everyone else, which is the backbone of the show. And that is Rishi, who is the new characters that Naofumi-sama need to help. And basically Raptor screen time is still not happening. There's no fan service. If that is fan service, I like this anime so much more. But that is not like the Spy Family. Like, as you could say, this fan service of George, this fan service of the story of fan service in terms of the plot. But in this anime, I see nothing. I see nothing from like Naofumi is just still like it's just still boring and generic, and just not like I like SAO more so much more than this anime. At least that anime in the season 2 still changing that game, changing the drama there. So there's a lot happening. Drama, PTSD of Kirito, character development, much more new characters. But in the show here, that it's boring. It's not edgy enough. It's generic. It's straightforward. There's nothing else to say. But basically, it's about the case of the dragon that Naofumi, the case of killing the monster, killing the beast and shit. That Naofumi just kind of gone edgy and made the explosion and stuff. And I don't know why. Like, it's still using this this gimmick of Naofumi using like Bankai, going edgy, but not like being more powerful, like not showing the protagonist. I'm sorry, but Chihiro has lost its charms, has lost what made it really going this far. I don't know what studio this anime is doing, but I don't really care. But like, please, the Shield Hero is already ended. The Shield Hero is not. The Tate no yuusha is not kind of is an anime that is about the not underdog. It's about edgy. It's about social deprivation. It's about social withdrawal. It's about anime about hikikobori isekai. It's an anime about curse the social that is, you know, you if the social kill you, you kill the social first. If the social doing this with you, curse you. Like, I live alone, I used it to slap dealer to do stuff. It's already ended. It's already ended in the 12th episode. Why making it this much more cheese? Why still, continue this anime. There's nothing for us to talk about anymore. It's generic. It's it's nothing that it's just a game based anime right now. Like, there's no courses development. Raptoria is just like no Fumi-sama on the whole shows, and no development. Philo is just like no Fumi-sama, Master Goshijin-sama, the whole show. No development, no changing, no everything. Just a grip, a party, and a little bit of interruption, and doing quests, and just basically nonsense story. And why watch it? Like, there's nothing interesting about this anime anymore. It's just doing quests, doing shit. There's nothing edgy about this anime anymore. There's nothing that the Fumi would be like curse everyone. There's not enough conflict like in the first few part, like that kept the tension going on anymore. That is not anymore. And why I will watch this anime, like, I don't understand this anime. Like, it's just not enough tension of this, like, bitch or princess princess number one is not present anymore. No, nothing will make Naofumi. Like, Naofumi is basically OP at this point. Nothing to cap him. And there's nothing about Chihiro that is like crazy, that is wow anymore. So it is just generic Isekai right now. Like, I know that this anime really judgmental, really like showing the society is like Naofumi is at odds with the society, but and it's grow from that, and it's not a good growing. It's just like Naofumi just realized, like Naofumi just fighting, like basically no one died in this show. Like, as you can see, bitch not dry, bitch princess not died, trash king is not died. Everyone's still present in this show. This show is just trying to be social critical, trying to criticize social, trying to disdain the social, but it's not go to the field. It's not no one died in this show. It's trying to be war, trying to be politics anime, but at last it's just normal journey anime, isekai anime and stuff. There's nothing for me to pulling my attention. It's just Naofumi go AG. Like, Naofumi just not, just like basically Queen just growing to help him through the tough, through the through everyone making judgment. The hero, who as we see is already growing, is not growing. It's just like forget that experience and just go into disdain everyone else, and like it's so one-dimensional she is ever that I see. Like, the hero is like too one-dimensional. One is just like using sword killing stuff, and bow incognito hero and stuff, and like he is so stupid. And like Spear, who has the potential to be a good character, is just like being with bitch and like calling Motoyasu-sama and has this one-dimensional she's characters, and nothing changed from the season 1. Animation is just like adding more shadow, but most of them is just like generic. It's just like slideshow. It's just no good animation. And overall it's not a good anime. Um, like, but it's like as far as I say, it's not that bad anime. Like, but like it already lost the tension of our main protagonist. At first he was traveling to countries to helping with other countries with, right, but he soon did this kingdom and not going out because he has already, like, social has already accepted him, and we don't even know why they hate him in the first place. We don't know why King has him in the first place. Like, what is true hero? We still don't know. All of these irrelevant comments is information is still around, and like only thing that is interesting about this anime right now is the webs, which the webs is countdown to stop, and that is not grass, not hero from the other world. There's not that interesting concept anymore. There's not interesting concept of that is the different Japan. There's just like I don't even care anymore about this anime. It just sucks right now. It's just like lost. When Queen helped him to clay judgment, he is already out of the. He is already out. He is already like the anime shoe hero who criticized Toshio, who essentially trying to escape from the social to survive in the fantasy world. Those tensions are gone. Like the Inafumi who traveling through the countries and surviving and clearing the webs and surviving with Raptor who's also can love him and fan service that I wanted it to be is now gone. The wave stuff that should be here, the wave that hero from the other world, what is it, and why the shoe hero got hated, we still don't know. We already see that the shoe, like when Nafumi asked the queen, asked her, queen just say that he is like for cardinal hero just got summoned by this king, and this king is just like summoning him and like to clear the wave, and he got, and like the countries, all countries just hate this country for summoning the hero that it's just like that's why the king hates him. It's not like reasonable. She's like, why? Like, we still don't know why kings hate him. We still don't know why the four heroes does not work together the monster. Why the weapon is conflict with each other. Like, I don't see they work to each other all the time. We see in the 12th first episode, and the shoe here just, and like in the first episode we see that this shoe hero travel on that shoe hero travel, and these four cardinal weapon travel to gather the cheese to essentially killing the web, and it's like it's just now nonsense anime. There's nothing important right now. The wave that is the conflict that should be continue in the episode 1 of season 2 now stop because of the episode 1 in the season 2. And what the heck are we anticipating for? Because you stop the most important thing in the story in the episode 1. And like, this anime is outstanding in terms of bad thing, but the real score of this anime I will give is like stupid in terms of below so, as the reason said. I'm not saying it's boring, it's just kinda dumb shit. Like, it's just kinda slowly just kinda a little bit enjoyable to watch, but it's still a bit, like, maybe I'm not boring because it came in the package, and nothing interesting in this anime anymore. And like, so I'll finish the next part, we would say, about Shikimori, and like basically on the line, like line like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I say about Shikimori and then more, next part is this, next part is this, like basically just say this, and when it's end, like I say only about the full length anime only, and when it's end I will start again with the episode 1, with Spike Family episode 3, I think, and more episode again. And the anime that I'm not saying right now, I'm not saying in the my channel before, will be said in this project. So stay tuned, and I fixed this boring. So to recap, the 3 anime I really recommend: Spike's Family, She Hears Sucks. I kinda recommend Skeleton is Guide. Okay.